Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back again with another video. It's been a really long time since I've last gone live, and Arsenal are doing so well this season so far as things stand, whether it be in the Premier League on top of the standings or whether it be in the Champions League. Tomorrow, the Arsenal will be playing Slavia Prague away from home. And we do have some injury updates that I wanted to share with you guys with the news of the team that traveled and the team I want to see on the pitch tomorrow. Hi, Lewis. Big up to you. Hope you're doing well. It's been 3 months since my last stream. So I thought I'd go live and share some of my thoughts of the season so far. I know it's still too early to make any calls, but I wanted to do a brief UCL preview, share my thoughts for the game tomorrow, and look ahead at the game against the Black Cats Sunderland on the weekend, where we will be playing Granit Xhaka's team. How crazy of me for me, big up Cooler, hope you're doing well. How crazy of me for me to say that Sunderland would be getting relegated in my Premier League predictions this season, and they look like they can survive. I know the only like realistically good team that they beat uh, was Chelsea, but I still think that they can survive in the Premier League. Hi Answer, how you doing? Shout out to everyone watching on Twitter as well. I know a lot of people don't probably didn't expect me to go live, but I thought I'd go live to share my thoughts for the game tomorrow. So let me cue the intro and we'll go straight into the video. Large up Tyrell, how you doing, bro? I just saw your video as I was preparing to go live. If you do want to join me, let me know. I know Luke is about to join me, so I think he's still awake, so I think he's about to join me. He asked for the link anyway. So let me just cue the intro and we'll get straight into the video in our lineup predictions, especially now with the latest injury update on Viktor Gyokeres, Block 9. Ian, it's really good to see you. You lit up my face quite literally. I can't believe you're awake. It's almost 11 for you guys. I'm still not used to yet the time difference. So the game tomorrow is at 12 noon for us, and I think it's 5 p.m. kickoff for you guys, or 5:45 kickoff in the UK. So going into the news that broke out today was in fact broken out from Charles Watts that Viktor Gyokeres was not seen in training this morning, and he also didn't travel on the plane with the rest of the squad. We also know that Zubamendi suspended tomorrow. He did train today, despite going off injured at Burnley. So for me, that's good luck in terms of the game against Sunderland on Saturday. I wouldn't be concerned with Zubamendi not being able to play, especially since he trained today. He was able to walk off the injury fine against Burnley. And it was nice to see Arsenal get the 3 points and get the job done at Turf Moor. But it's kind of upsetting with the injury concerns now. Martinelli is still out. Madueke, we do not know whether he'll be back for the Sunderland game on Saturday. I really hope Madueke is back because we could use that coverage on either side of the flanks, on the wings. Right now, for tomorrow's game, I would personally put Trossard at left wing, not Trossard 9. And I wouldn't want to make Eze into the 9 position, into the left wing position, because I think Eze is better off in the midfield to support the midfield while Odegaard is still out injured. Sure, no problem, Tyrell. I'll send you the link on IG. I did see your video earlier. I'm so glad your channel's doing well. You deserve it, man. You're so consistent, and you know what you're talking about when it comes to the Arsenal. But yeah, as I was saying, I also think my lineup tomorrow. I'll just go straight into what I think tomorrow, how Arsenal will line up tomorrow, and I think this is what Arteta would go with in terms of how we would play against them. Liverpool have a big game tomorrow as well in Barca, so I know Cooler just mentioned it. But I think that's something like we shouldn't be focused on. We should focus on us getting out of Slavia Prague. And I think it's not really a game we would underestimate either. But I'm confident we'll get the job done. My score prediction for the game tomorrow is a 3-1 Arsenal win. I tomorrow the team I want to see is Raya in goal, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, and Lewis Skelly. I don't mind if Calafiori was to play; like I'm open to that. But I think I would rather see a stronger defensive back line with Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, and Lewis Skelly. But I'm not up against or holding up against Calafiori in that back four. My midfield is Norgard, Rice, and Abriche Eze. And then I would have Trossard on the left, Saka on the right, and then Marino in the false nine. Now, because we need rotation in this game, my bench coverage, which I'm very grateful for this season, I'm having Ben White come on, Waneri get minutes, and Mosquera. I think Mosquera, that signing of Mosquera has been immense for us. And he's also, getting under the influence of Gabriel and Saliba under the wings. I think it's only a matter of time until he develops more. But you can see how comfortable he is already in his position at such a young age, just coming to the Premier League. I'm quite confident in this game, and I'm not too picky on who's in that back four. But I do agree that we need a rotation, and I would give minutes to Mosquera, Waneri, and Ben White. Let me know what you guys think in terms of your predicted 11 for the game tomorrow, and let me know your score predictions. Now that Arsenal have squad depth, I agree with this. Hincapié can also be at left back. I'm open to that defensive back line, but I also think it's important that Arsenal get the job done and we rotate players, because that game against Sunderland this weekend, I'm not trying to overhype them up or anything, but I also know like Man United lost to them, and I think some other teams. So I don't think it's something like we'd have too much of trouble against, but I also don't want to be overconfident against any team. We have to beat what's in front of us, and the next stop first is Slavia Prague away from home. Hopefully, no more casualties to the Arsenal team. I'm just concerned more so no more injuries for us. Get out of there, fine. Get out of there comfortably, win, and then we move on to Sunderland on the weekend. More importantly, in the other UCL games tomorrow, Liverpool do have Madrid tomorrow, and then Barcelona also playing. Atletico Madrid have Union St. Gilloise. Olympiacos playing PSV, and Tottenham play Copenhagen. Napoli have Frankfurt, and I think Barcelona have a game tomorrow. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Barcelona's either tomorrow or Wednesday. Let me know someone when's Barcelona's game, but they're playing Club Brugge. I think it's tomorrow, but I might be wrong. You face Club Brugge, but I don't know if it's tomorrow. I know Liverpool Real Madrid is tomorrow. That's probably going to be one of the other games to watch. But I know all of you guys are probably going to tune into the Arsenal game, if anything. And, what are your thoughts in terms of our season so far in the Champions League? I think we have better depth. Our squad has higher quality players, individuality in this team, and more so, Gyokeres. I do want to talk about that as a separate segment. Big up, Tyrell. Thanks for joining me. Hey, mate, how you doing?
I'm good.
Good job, Tyrell. I can't believe you're up this late, but I just saw your video, man. Another injury added to the Arsenal injury list. And you know what? Like, I'm gonna be real. There's so many people, even myself. Like, when we first signed him, I was like, "Yo, I don't know if this is gonna work out for us." Like, we paid so much money, and yeah, he scored against Leeds. He's done it in preseason. I was kind of hesitant. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was like, "Oh, we could have got Watkins, who was already proven." But now you're seeing what Gyokeres has to offer, and against Burnley, I thought that I know it's Burnley, but I thought that was his best game yet. And when he came off, like we didn't have much chances. He was creating his own chances. He was picking out passes, and I think he was getting in the right areas, right positioning. And it's kind of a shame that he got injured right when he was getting into form. Okay, so Barca game's on Wednesday. Thanks. I think Tyrell had connection issues. Shout out 305. How you doing? The Cowboys are about to play soon, and the Leafs tonight, Monday Night Hockey. Um, hey, sorry, I think you got a connection problem.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It just kicked me out for some reason.
Yeah, what are you saying about this Gyokeres?
Nah, I'm stressed. I can't lie.
We're gonna have to play
I'm
Marino up front. You know that.
yeah, not liking that. I can't lie.
Really, but it's
Yeah,
Slavia Prague. I mean, I don't think they really have attacking threat. I don't think they have much attacking threat. But the last time we played them was in Europa League.
yeah. I said that yesterday on my video as well.
Yeah, well, it wasn't it wasn't good in Europa League, but that was a whole different Arsenal team though. Like this Arsenal team, we're showing like defensively how class we are, and I'm not gonna lie, I think we have the best defense in the league, and like I'm not saying that just because I'm an Arsenal fan, but when you look at it, like nothing's going past this team. Even Raya, he's kept us in the game so many times.
Mm, yeah,
So I don't think
but
we'll have an issue defensively, but maybe like attacking wise, I'm still gonna play Saka. Like, this was my lineup. That I'll
yeah,
go to
I
is
said he should start as well today. I said
yeah.
tomorrow he should start. I
What
need him
about
to
your
get his
midfield?
confidence back on. Uh, I want Ethan to play tomorrow. I need Ethan to start. I really
Wow.
need to see him play. Yes, I'd throw him in this game. I would start Ethan. He needs minutes, man. I had enough of him seeing every week, seeing him on the
Yeah, coming
bench.
off the bench. Yeah,
He needs to start playing. I can't be having him on the bench again.
it's also not good for his confidence too, when you're
Mm.
young. But you know,
But
at
your
the
question
same
has
time, like
annoyed me
people
for
say,
last
oh,
week.
Arteta doesn't want to give these kids game time, which I don't agree with. Like, I think he's just trying to manage their minutes better.
Mm.
Do you think Hincapié might play?
I said in my preview earlier today that I would love to see Capier play, but I don't think Arteta is going to do it.
Yeah, me too.
I think he'll play Calafiori and then go with Saliba and Gabriel. But I still think I think he'll play the whole back four. I think he's going to go strong again.
So
That's
you
what I
give
think.
Timber a rest.
Yeah, I said I'll play Ben White at right back, but I don't. I think he's going to play the whole back four tomorrow. I
I
don't
think
see him
so too.
resting
He's
no
not
one.
gonna take any chances.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't mind playing White in there. Like I want to give minutes to White, Mascara, and Moneri. I'm fine with Mascara coming off the bench, but I even said like, okay, if Calafiori is starting, that's fine because we can have a rest for the Prem. Like, you know, right now,
Mm,
I want to be in a position, Tyrell, where we're running away with the league. And we've, you know, like I want to be like that Liverpool team or like Man United back in the day. They run away with the league. Like that's where we are right now.
yeah.
And you can't afford to little slip ups in the road.
Slip up. Yeah. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
And you know what it's like with Arsenal when other teams lose. Like we thought, you know, we're used to it where we don't pick up points when there's opportunities. But I'm glad like this team is, and with Arteta, we're finally showing that we have the quality in us, and that
Mm,
confidence after being like second place twice. It hurts this team,
yeah.
and you see it in the players. But I think like rotation wise, I agree with you. Whether we're starting Waneri or Lewis Kelly, my midfield I chose Norgard, Rice, and Eze. We do have a problem now on the left wing because Madueke is not back yet. So the only left person that can play left wing other than Eze
Yeah.
is Trossard.
Mm,
So I
I
don't
said
think
on my
we do a
preview as well
Trossard at
earlier.
9.
I said that I said my midfield, yeah, but the only thing I did, I took out Eze. I said Norgard, Rice, and Ethan as a midfield three tomorrow.
Okay, and you're keeping Trossard left wing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would, I
Oh,
would,
that's fair.
I
Like
would have Martinelli in there, but I'm pretty
he's
sure he's
still
out injured
injured.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know
if he
when
was
he's
fit, I
gonna
would
be
have played
back. You know, I
Martinelli.
don't know what's happening with that. Like we didn't really hear any update on Martinelli. I did hear that Madueke should be back for Sunderland.
Oh, is there?
Well, they said like 2 weeks ago that he should be back in a couple of weeks, and it looks like it's been a couple of weeks. But you know, with
I,
Arsenal, like they'll say a couple
oh,
of weeks and it'll be a month. You know.
this club just drives me crazy. I saw yeah over the weekend that Madueke and Havertz apparently are back for the Spurs game. That's what I saw. They'll be back
Shit.
for the Spurs game. That's what
And we
I
have
saw
no
over
attackers
the
though. Like
weekend.
Gyokeres is out, Jesus is out, Havertz is out. I guess he's at training, like back in training. Nelly's out, Madueke is out, and Odegaard.
Yeah, I've said this about the Gyökeres situation. That's annoyed me. He's fine. Like if you've watched him over the last few weeks, yeah, he's actually been playing all right. He hasn't been playing bad, yeah. And he's actually, you can tell he's actually getting used to the team, the way how we play, yeah.
Yeah, he's finally
And the fact
gelling
that the
into how we
injury,
play. Yeah.
exactly, and the fact that the injuries come at this time,
It's like the guy's
it's it's,
just
it's
starting
just
to get the
frustrating,
ground
man.
running and then he goes down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's I saw Madueke at training.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Hi Karma, how you
Big up
doing?
Karma. Big up Karma, man.
Make sure you all subscribe to Tyrell
Yeah.
Gunner TV. Road to 1K. This brother deserves it more than anyone else, even more than me. Tyrell's regular uploading on YouTube. I always look out for your watch logs, man. It keeps me
Yeah,
entertained,
appreciate it, man.
especially if you're not playing well. It's fun to see your reactions, and
Yeah,
just keep grinding it out on YouTube, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
appreciate it.
guys. Like I think hopefully Gyokeres is back for Saturday, and we have no further issues. One more international break left for the season. I think
Yeah, this is
Marcelli's
the
not
last
going to be
one,
back
final.
until after the break, to be honest,
Yeah. Mm.
which kind of sucks.
Mm.
It's like so typical with Arsenal though, and now that we have more squad depth though, we can manage a bit better than last season, which is a blessing like that we didn't have before. So that's one thing like I'm like not as angry about or as frustrated about, but it
Yeah,
sucks. And anyway, our
yeah.
next Champions League game after Slavia Prague, it's
Bayern.
I'm Bayern,
Peace
and
for
Bayern
Bayern.
is at
Yeah.
home. I'm trying to get tickets to that game. If I'm at that game, I think this time we have a chance at beating them. I don't know, Tyrell, if you remember last time we played them at home, like the ref Saka got fouled in the box and the ref never gave a penalty. It was right near the
Oh
end,
yeah. That
and
is
that's
it.
still
Yeah, yeah,
to this day. Like it's
yeah.
that's taxes and Arsenal playing Bayern every time in the Champions League
That,
group.
that's the test. That's another proper test for Arsenal that
Yeah.
I'm excited about because if we can get past that Bayern test, yeah, then I can't lie. That's gonna show us a lot of things. I can't lie.
And I think that'll show like the league, like not just us, but
Yeah,
like other teams. Like, yo, you
it'll
can't
put
mess
a
around with
statement
us
out.
anymore.
If we manage to even win and beat them, like I don't know, say for example we win like 3-1 or something like that. Yeah, even if we do concede a goal, yeah, cool. But if we actually manage to beat Bayern, yeah, I
That's a
can't.
whole
I
different
think a lot
level.
of
I'll
teams
be happy. Like
seem to
I'll
be
be over
worried
the
now
moon.
about Arsenal. 'Cause that will show people, yeah, that Arsenal, we're different this year. We're actually serious
Yeah.
now. This ain't no joke no more. Arsenal ain't this scrubs no more. That I need something like that because if that happens, yeah, everyone will actually realize, yeah, I can't lie, yeah, Arsenal are serious now. Yeah,
What do
this
you
not a
think
joke
of
no
us
more.
in the league? You know, I don't want to say it too early, but it's looking good. It's looking good right now. We just need to be.
I'm happy where we are. Yeah, I've said it. I keep saying it on my channel. I still it's still too early for me, man. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
overgas it. Like it's too early for me. Like I've said this so many times. It's still too early, man. People need to calm down. I'm seeing a lot of
No,
Arsenal fans. I know
I hold my
it's
hands
quite
up. I've
exciting.
said it every
Yeah,
season. Last game of the
it's too
season
early,
against
man.
Everton, I said
I
we
want to
still
see
have a
how far we
chance.
can go.
I, I
I want to
I
see how
think
far
this
we can
season
go,
it
man.
won't come down to the wire though, like 2 seasons
Yeah.
ago. I think
Mm,
it'll kind of be similar to last season. You'll need like over 90 points to win the league.
mm, mm.
But I'm also
Pick
not
up
writing
Jordan,
off
man.
City with
You feel
Donnarumma
me?
or even Liverpool. You know,
Yeah.
um, the one time we can challenge City, they get Donnarumma. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But we just got to keep. We just got to take it one game at a time and see how things go from there. Bayern's going to be a real test for us, and then we have Tottenham, Bayern, and Chelsea in that same week.
Tottenham, Bayern, Chelsea in the
That's
same,
gonna
bro.
be mad. Like Arsenal in November is crunch time. And then I don't know if you heard this cup game. It's gonna be on ITV for free, but it's also like we have to play two games back to back on December 21st and I think it's December 23rd. The we have a Premier League game, and then we have Crystal Palace in the cup on Sunday and Tuesday. We basically played two games that week, which isn't common anymore. But we'll see how we do. I don't know. Like I don't mind if we get eliminated from the cup, but Arsenal always get eliminated from the League Cup early, and it'd be nice if we could win that a League Cup or even the FA Cup, like go far in these competitions. I mean, instead of getting eliminated in the quarterfinals. But I think like for that we can afford to put a B team out. Palace are probably going to focus on Europe, like Europa League.
Mm.
I think Palace will be too focused on I think they'll bin off the quarterfinal against us because they'll prioritize trying to get be in Europe. But
Yeah,
we'll see how they
I
do.
fancy us in the Carabao Cup. I fancy us in the cup in the Carabao Cup. I can't lie.
Yeah, and then in the semis,
I
I
look
think
at
we
our
might
squad,
get
yeah.
City or something. You know.
Yeah, I fancy us in the Carabao Cup. I feel like this year, yeah, I feel like that's another opportunity for us to win a trophy, get some
Yeah,
silverware. I
yeah.
look at that competition, I'm like, yeah, we could do
We
something.
shouldn't throw it away. Yeah,
I said in the summer, to be fair, I did say in the summer, like, because I said in the summer when we got all our business done, I said, yeah, I do back Arsenal. I can't like to go. I think in the especially in the domestic cups, in the Carabao and the FA Cup, I think we can do something in those, especially in
yeah.
the Carabao Cup. I think, and now that I know Crystal Palace that quarterfinals game is. I know we're at home, so we got the home advantages, but that's going to be a tough game. But I think we can still beat Palace and then see what happens in the semi-finals. Who we get
I
if we
think we
do go
might get
through.
City or Chelsea. You know, it's so bait. Like they want the big
That
six
that
clubs
that bro.
in the semifinals of the cup. How was the atmosphere, by the way, at the Brighton game?
Oh, it's crazy. No, it was
Yeah,
good. It was good.
I'm
Good
glad you got to
atmosphere.
go because like it's really hard to get Arsenal tickets, and this is a lot of people
Yeah.
didn't want to go to this game, but it's still Arsenal. You know, you love to like I would have gone
No,
if I could.
see the Carabao Cup games. Yeah, it's like people. Yeah, it's more opportunities for fans that don't get to go to the games.
Yeah,
You
to
know.
go and have a good time. You know,
Yeah. That's
like
what I like about with the cups. Yeah, some fans. Yeah, at least when it comes to the domestic cups. Yeah, some fans actually at least get to go because it's not like Premier League ticket. The Premier League tickets are mad
no, the
expensive.
ballot system's horrible.
Yeah,
I've
ballot
been
is
a red
crazy.
member for a while, and I think I've only won one ballot, and that was Porto at home, which was awesome because we
Yeah.
won on penalties. But other than
Oh
that,
yeah, that game. Oh yeah, I
I've
remember that game. Yeah.
yeah, Raya was incredible in that penalty shootout.
Oh yeah, that penalty shootout was mad. Can't lie.
And yeah, what are your hopes for the season? Like, what do you think? How do you think Arsenal will do? What did you predict, by the way, in your Prem predictions? Where did you say Arsenal would finish?
I know some people might not like this. Yeah. I actually had Liverpool to win the league. I can't lie. I kept it real. I said in the summer when they bought Isak and Verts, Ekatike, I'm
I
like,
also said Liverpool to win the league.
I said you will finish second again, ole, but it's mad. Like,
You know
but
when they
now,
signed words, I was like, "Oh, the league's done,
no,
fam.
that's what I
Everything."
said. No, I'm honestly like now. It's mad. Looking at my predictions, yeah, it's actually crazy. I said Liverpool will win the league again, and I said yeah, we'll finish second. And I put Man City third. But now that I'm looking at it, yeah, I still think it's too early, yeah. But I want to see how far we can go first. I said I'm gonna give. I'm gonna see by the time we at least get to February, if Arsenal's still in the same position, yeah, I might maybe I'll think about maybe
Like
having a
halfway
bit of
through
test
the season, basically.
halfway through the season. I want
Yeah.
to see how far we can go for it's too early. Like I'm not. And December, I want to wait till at least February to see where Arsenal can go. And if we're on a good run and we keep going, I might show a bit of chest. But for now, we
You
have to keep
keeping
it
it
real, man.
low. Yeah, keeping
Yes,
it
bro.
low.
We gotta keep it real, man. All these off, bro. We gotta keep it real,
It's
man.
nice though, hate watching. Like when we play first, and after that you can just chill and watch the other games, like Man United,
Yeah.
Chelsea, and but for me this season, I also said Arsenal would finish second in my
Mm.
predictions. I had Liverpool because they signed at the time they signed Wirtz. Then they got Isaac, and I was like, this is finished. Like, what the hell? This team just
It just
spent a
shows
lot
you
of
the Premier
money.
League. Yeah, some players that come in from the Bundesliga just
They can't
sometimes, yeah,
adjust.
it's just not. It's just like look at Xavi Simmons, yeah, flop at
Bro,
Spurs.
what the hell's happened to that guy? He was
Yeah,
so good for
brother.
club and country before.
No. The thing with Xavi Simons, I do like him. Yeah, I think he's a good player. Yeah, but I feel like a lot of fans out there, out around the world, have overhyped this guy. I feel like he's been overhyped all these years, man.
Yeah,
I
like he's
saw
needy.
I saw a bit of him at RB Leipzig, and I said he looks good, but I don't think he's all that. Everyone's making him out like, and I'm seeing Tottenham fans, yeah, especially Spurs, some of their fan base telling me in the summer, oh, they'd rather have Xavi Simons than Eze. Make it make sense. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
that's tough. But you know, when I think they loaned out that Xavi Simmons like twice or three times. They loaned him out
Mm.
twice.
Who-
What was it? PSV, right? He was there,
Is that?
and
Mm.
but I don't know what's happened. Even like I think the only player that really Tottenham signed that's got the ground running is Kudos. I think
Kudus, yeah, I like Mohamed Kudus. I've
he's
rated
been
him for
quite good
time.
for them.
He's a very good player. No, he's a good player. I like Kudus, but it's a shame
Yeah,
he's at Spurs. That's my issue of it. It's a shame he's at Spurs, but
it's not worked
yeah.
out for Xabi Simmons so far in the Prem, and even as we know, Florian Wirtz. It's just not looking good.
Mm.
I'm hearing
No,
that.
Karma. Your comment in the chat, yeah. I can't lie, yeah. You might not think he's been overhyped, but I do think Travis Simons has been overhyped. I feel like I've seen a lot of people
Especially
gas
on
this guy
Twitter
up.
though.
I've seen a lot of people overhype Travis Simmons. Listen, he's been overhyped for me, and I feel like, yeah, with Travis Simons, yeah, it's just that some people just got overexcited. I find funny about football fans, yeah, is that we do gas up when you see like young talents coming through, yeah, up and coming, yeah, everyone. This is why when it comes
You
to like
hype them up. Yeah,
when it was Lamine Yamal, yeah, when everyone saw Lamine Yamal in that Euros, yeah, when he was 16, when they won it with Spain, I was like, okay, yeah, this guy's the real deal. I knew he
yeah.
was gonna be good, but when I first looked at Travis Simons, I was like, I don't think this guy's all that. I can't lie. I'm gonna be so real.
It's a whole
I,
different league when you're trying to adjust and
yeah.
adapt to the Prem.
Mm.
I also think with the Isaac situation, like I was like, yo, this guy's a baller. How's Arsenal letting our first choice go? What's happening? Like I was so pissed off. I'll be real. I was so mad. I was like, yo, what the hell's Berta doing? This guy's trying to sabotage us. We're getting some
Mm.
guy named Gyokeres when we could have got Isaac. But the amount of money Newcastle wanted, like it wasn't worth
And
it.
it's mad, yeah, because Isaac's left now. They've got him Walter Made, and they're not even missing Isaac. That's the most
Yeah,
funniest thing. That
yeah.
was like,
That Walter
like
Maid's gone in the ground running fast too.
I can't lie, he's cold now. Now I've actually seen him come to the Prem, and he's the thing is, yeah, big up to him because he's actually come to the Prem and he's actually managing to handle it. So I'll give him that. Big him up. I
Yeah.
got to respect him. I got to
I have
respect
him
that.
in my fantasy team. He's been quite good.
Yeah,
Um,
I got him in Holland as well, my FPL as well.
this week I
Yeah.
benched Casado. Oh my god, don't even talk about FPL. I benched Casado and that guy got me 14 points and it's sitting on my bench. Like
No,
I'm such a
he's up
casual when
there.
it comes to fantasy.
I always remember the season, yeah, when the 22-23 season, yeah, when we tried to go for him in January. I remember we
Yeah,
tried to go for him. I
uh,
wish for you, bro. If we had Caicedo, bro, he's actually such a baller, man. I'm
I don't
annoyed
know
that
if we bid
they
for
went
him. I
Chelsea.
don't think we even bid for him, but there was rumors that we wanted to sign him. Oh no, I
Yeah,
remember.
but
Was that the one where
Brian didn't want
we were like to Brighton, oh, we want to respect you, so we're not gonna bid like out of
to.
respect. Like that was crazy. Like, we're, and
Sometimes it's
then,
like, all right,
but
cool. I know
in the
teams
end,
will
we
come
got
to us.
Rice though.
Yeah, I love Declan, man. Declan's that's my boy,
That
man.
was
I
the
love
first
Deck.
time we spent big money like that ever.
Yeah, I know.
Like
No, but
dropped the
he's worth it,
season,
man.
finally got it.
If we if like I said, if we do win the league this season, like it's an if we do win the league, then yeah, I can't lie. Declan Rice, people can't laugh at him now. You know what these West Ham fans are like.
Yeah, they really they still slate him and boo him every time
Mm.
he's they play him. West Ham, another team that I
Big up the
think could get
Goon, man.
relegated. Big up, Dan. How you doing?
Big
He
up
says,
Dan, man.
watch Xavi Simmons light up the Bundesliga and arguably be the best player in Holland. Yeah, he's really good for his country. He hasn't started well, but he has pedigree. I think for country, it's quite different because of the players around him that he can
Yeah.
link up play with. But at Tottenham, I don't know if it's Thomas Frank or if it's just a team, but Tottenham look like a mess, and I'm quite glad about it. But whenever it comes to a North London derby, they can be in the worst form, and when it's derby, like form goes out the window.
Yeah. No,
And that like
I'm not worried. I see us beating Spurs after the international break. I'm not worried about them. I
But
think we'll beat
that
them.
that week we have 3 games. That's what I'm concerned about. Like we have Chelsea that's kind of in form, Tottenham coming up, and then we have Bayern.
Tottenham, Bayern, and Chelsea after the break. Yeah.
Are there any gems at West Ham? I don't. Oh, what's that? Tonali? Like I don't. I wouldn't say he's a gem, but he's been playing all right for them. But it's
I
more
like
so
that. I
the
like that. I like
manager
that.
for West
I
Ham.
like that. What's his name? I like that Freddie Potts guy from West Ham. He's good.
And Paqueta, I mean,
No, I like Prefer as well, but
he's doing all right.
that Freddie Potts guy does look good. He does look good. That Freddie Potts guy, I can't lie. He looks like he's gonna be
I was
a gem.
surprised West Ham beat Newcastle on the weekend 3-1. Like
Yeah, I was
that's
shocked about that as well.
yeah, I don't know
When
what's happening to
Newcastle
Newcastle.
when they were 1-0, I was like, yeah, the game's done. This is what West Ham do. Soon, if and their fans said it as well. If we can see the goal first, that
The
everyone's
game's
head, all the
done.
players' heads drop. The game's done. But I'll big up West Ham for that. Yeah, I can't lie. Fair enough. Fair enough. They made a comeback. Like, fair enough.
I think they're in
Bears.
trouble though. I think they need to be
Yeah.
careful. Jose says Bayern seem the only upcoming threat in my opinion. I don't know. Chelsea's in a lot of form right now, but I think Chelsea's in form right now, but they're hit or miss, and especially with discipline wise, like as you guys know, they keep getting red cards. That's one thing that could be advantageous to us is that their lack of discipline. But I think they're a team that's starting to get into form. I wouldn't say they're title contenders or even challenging for the league, but I think they're around that like Europa League or Champions League, like fourth or fifth place. I still would put them there.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna shoot now, Mel. Yeah, but thanks for
No
having me
worries,
on.
Tyrell. Thanks for joining, bro. Before you go, shout out your channel so everybody knows where to find you.
Yeah, Trogona TV in it on YouTube, everywhere, man. Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter as well. You guys will find me on there as always.
I just linked it in the chat. Everyone, he
Yeah,
goes
big up the
live
chat as well, man.
almost
Make sure you guys
every
subscribe
day.
to Melina's channel, man. Go subscribe to Melina's channel as well, man.
Thanks, Tyrell, for joining me. See you hopefully for the game tomorrow. Hopefully we win. Have a good game and have a good night. Great to see you.
Yeah, sweet.
Sorry, Ian, I missed a comment. I'm 211 in your fantasy league. You guys got to give me some tips. I was about to share my screen to show you guys my fantasy team. I'm just trying to log in right now. I haven't been live in a while, as you guys know. But I'm gonna go through my fantasy team this week, and I think I'm gonna bench boost this upcoming week. I've used my wild card already, and it didn't really go well. My team looked a lot better on paper than it did, like than it actually played out to be. But this game week, I kind of messed up with my bench. I would say, especially benching Casado and playing Sar. This is my fantasy team for the week. I don't know how to make one sec. This was my fantasy team. I had Donnarumma. He obviously lost points for the goal they conceded. Munoz, Timber, and Calafiori. I have triple Arsenal in my team, but double Arsenal defense because of how solid this Arsenal defense has been doing in the league week in and week out. Last week I bought Sar and Munoz because of Palace's fixtures. I thought Palace had favorable fixtures, but it looks like I might be taking Sar out of my team as he doesn't seem to be offering anything in terms of rate of returns. I brought him Minte. He delivered. I think he got an assist. And then I had Gakpo already and Mbeumo. Waltermaid, as we know, Newcastle lost 3-1 from West Ham. Robot captain. I mean, if you don't already have him in your team, you might as well just delete FPL. I don't know how you're surviving without at least one of Haaland or even Joao Pedro. Some people have Matata, and then Gyokeres. I kept Gyokeres in my team. A lot of people got fed up and sold him, but I kept him in my team, and I think due to the injury, I still think he'll be back on for the Sunderland game, but we'll wait to see an Arteta. We'll wait to see an update from Arteta in his press conference before the game against Sunderland this weekend. As you guys can see, FPL casual over here, and I have Casado 10 points on the bench because I chose to play Ismaila Sarr instead of Casado. Now, I thought, this is Derby, a London Derby. Tottenham would put something forward. And what do I see? I see Casado get an assist, and I think he also got bonus points. And plus, he got full game time. Waltermaid got subbed off in the game. Gyokeres got subbed off due to injury. Waltermaid got subbed off early on in the game. And I just poor decision making from me this game week. But there's still a long way to go this season. We will be getting another wild card chip after like December ends, so in the new year. Um, I think I kind of played my wild card too early. Thanks, Tyrell, for joining. Really appreciate it. It was nice to have you on. Guys, please check out Tyrell Gunner TV. He does a lot of Arsenal content, and his watch longs are quite enjoyable to watch, quite entertaining. And my favorite, the Gooner channel, Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, or usually match days. Dan goes live, but his video sketches are probably one of my favorites to watch. He did one recently called the Gluminati, if you guys want to check that out. But Dan's show is a pub like Arsenal fan channel. Very interactive, very engaging with the chat. I'm often in there when I wasn't streaming. I thought I'd go live today. I know I didn't tell anyone I was going live, but I just wanted to share my thoughts about how I felt of Arsenal so far. A lot of you guys have been messaging me anyway, asking, if I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. Nothing bad's happened. It's just life has been busy, and I didn't really feel like uploading content that was half-assed. I wanted to put my time and effort into my content as I normally do, and I didn't want to put something out that wasn't something I enjoyed and that I wanted you guys to see. So I think, I thought I'd go live today to share my thoughts on the game tomorrow. I'm confident we'll win. Hopefully, no more casualties. That's all I'm asking for. Get out of there fine. The last time we played them was in the Europa League, so that's a throwback and a whole different Arsenal team back then than what we have now, especially defensively. Arteta was quiet about Gyokeres in his presser earlier. Arteta did talk about Gyokeres' situation earlier today, and we know that he didn't travel, and he also didn't train today. Do we think Gyokeres' injury is serious? I don't think it's as serious. I did give a Zubamendi update earlier in the stream that Zubamendi was okay. He did train, even though he got injured and subbed off against Burnley at Turf Moor. But I don't think it's something to worry about. As you guys know, Gyokeres is still flagged in fantasy, and I think that'll be the case until Friday, whether we hear if he'll be playing or not. But if we don't have Gyokeres for the game against Sunderland, then by default, I believe we would have to go with Marino 9, just like tomorrow. If that means Madueke is not back. If Madueke is back, then put Madueke left wing, play Trossard 9 if you would like. There's that option there as well. But we would have to adjust without Gyokeres. And as Tyrell was saying earlier on here, it kind of sucks. Well, it does suck, not even kind of. It sucks because this guy was just getting into form. And I think, I know it's Burnley, like, no disrespect to Burnley, and I'm not trying to take the piss out of them. But I think the game against Burnley, you saw him getting in the right areas, getting in the right positions. And I think that was his best game by far. In the league wise, I think that was his best game. He's finally starting to get to know this team. He's finally starting to figure out how we play, get to know the style of play we have. And this team is adjusting to him as well. So it is upsetting that he got injured, but I hope he'll be back soon. And I hope it's not a serious injury. You guys know Arteta is one of the kings of the mind games. So I don't think this is mind games in terms of him not being available tomorrow because he wasn't even on the plane. But I think for Sunday, hopefully he'll be all right to play. That pass for the Rice goal was class. Yeah, absolutely phenomenal from Leandro Trossard. I mean, Gyokeres has been immense this season so far. And I'd say Rice too, like Rice, Zubamendi. Zubamendi has been my favorite player that we've signed in terms of the new signings. I just think in the midfield, what he offers, the directness of his game, him picking out his passes, the quality of his passes. He's a lot more than what I expected to see from Martin Zubamendi. And, keep in mind, this Arsenal team still has yet to have Havertz back, Jesus back, Madueke. And with Havertz back in training, the Gyokeres pass. Yeah, that was awesome. With Havertz coming back in training, Madueke coming back into this team, we're only going to build stronger off of this. And with tough fixtures coming up in the second last week in November, that November 25th, 6th week, we have Chelsea, we have Tottenham, and we have Bayern at home. These are serious games where we need our best players out there. The seriousness of this Gyokeres injury seems to be growing. Mind games would be terrible to everyone with this situation, in my opinion. Odegaard, yeah, I just mentioned Odegaard's going to be back soon. We don't have an ETA though on the Odegaard injury. I'm assuming he'll be back after the international break, and likewise with Nelly. I think he'd be back after the international break, but Arteta hasn't provided a clear update on when Martinelli would return as of today. The indication on injury, even for Jesus and Havertz, we know Havertz is training again, and the same thing with Madueke, but we don't have an idea. We don't have an indication of when, when he'll be available to play. I'm guessing Odegaard, Havertz, and Madueke will be available after the international break. It's a shame we lost Odegaard too, like midfield wise, but I'm glad we have Norgard, Zubamendi, and Eze. And Eze is filling in that position. And I think it's not even filling in. He just brings, like, we're not noticing as much that Odegaard's missing. The drop off is not significant. Good evening, Tarak. How you doing? It's upsetting that the Blue Jays lost on the weekend in baseball. Will the lineup not be much different like against Brighton? I think the lineup will be a bit different than the Brighton game. I don't have Luis and Waneri starting in my predicted lineup, and I don't think Kepa will play, so I think that's a big change. I also don't think Hincapié and Ben White will start, so I do think it will be different. But the midfield wise, I'm having Norgard, Rice, and Eze, and then up front I'm gonna play Marino. And then the back four, I don't mind if Calafiore is there or Hincapié. I don't think Arteta would start Hincapié. I think Hincapié would be someone to come off the bench. I'm not a mistress. That's not a nice comment. Whoever that is. That's horrible. YouTube trolls. Anyway, I think it'll be a little bit similar, but not quite as much as the League Cup game against Brighton. I do think we'll have some differences occurring in the game tomorrow. We're dropping like flies and can't afford to lose Gyokeres. We're flying so high at the moment. Gotta hope we get through while not losing more players. Yeah, 100%. That's probably my key aim for tomorrow's game is get the win and get out of there with no further casualties. We do have an international break coming up for some of the players that aren't going on international duty to rest and reset. So that's when I think Odegaard will be back, Havertz probably, and Madueke. And even when Madueke got injured, he was proving his doubters wrong, including myself, because again, it's another Chelsea player. I was kind of skeptical, especially after the Raheem Sterling signing. It was like, why are we spending so much money on him? But Madueke showed what he has to offer, what he brings on the flanks, either side of the flanks. I know he prefers on the right wing, but we lost him right when he was getting into form too, which is quite frustrating in that sense. But guys, let me know your score predictions for the game tomorrow against Slavia Prague. There is also Real Madrid, Liverpool. I'm not going to ask you your score predictions for that, as this is mainly an Arsenal channel. But let me know what you guys think Arsenal will. What will the score be tomorrow? I'm going to go with 3-1 Arsenal win away from home to Slavia Prague. I just think Arsenal, this defense, I don't think there'll be much issues defensively with this team. I am a bit concerned with Gyokeres not being available, but I know Marino can do a job whenever he's called upon, and he showed that last season when we relied on him heavily. That's my score prediction for tomorrow's game. Let me know your lineups if you haven't already. How do you think Arteta will be lining up in the game tomorrow? Ian's going Arsenal win 2-0. Tyrell's going 3-0. I like the clean sheet from everyone in the chat. Dan's going 2-0 Arsenal. And Jordan's also going with an Arsenal win. Marino up top, possibly next two matches. You know what? For Sunderland Black Cats, I'm quite nervous. You know, I had Sunderland to get relegated in my predictions for the season. And boy, am I like way far left field because they don't look like a relegation team. I'm not gassing them up or anything. But I just think like it's not a game we should underestimate with Sunderland. Machi says 3-0 for the Arsenal, Calafiori and Max Dowman brace. Well, it'll be nice to see Max Dowman come on, like in the Brighton game. Jose says 2-0 to the Arsenal, same as Dan and Jordan and Ian. I'm going to go 3-1. I think they might get a penalty. I think that's probably the only way we'll concede in this game. But more so, I'm glad everyone's so far predicting an Arsenal win. Ottawa Senators acknowledge me. Yeah, we got hockey meet Monday Night Hockey tonight. Leafs and Predators. Marino physically is good for the next two matches. Big and clinical. Yeah, that's a good shout, especially with his height too. I'm confident for the game tomorrow, but it's more so looking ahead at the game on the weekend. Take each league game in the Prem one game at a time. And set piece again, ole ole. Man, Gabriel, like the amount of energy this guy brings in this team and just that whole defensive back line, you can see this team, they're showing that a drive that they want in this season, and they're showing how much it means to them, how much they're trying to attain this league trophy, to win the league this season. Well, I just saw news from Juve that Juve is still interested in Gabriel Jesus. The Brazilian is out injured until January and increasingly out of favor at Arsenal, could leave in the winter. If we could recoup some money and Gabriel Jesus left to somewhere like Juventus in the Serie A, I would use that money to sign Semenyo. Like, I think Semenyo's an Arsenal player, crying out loud to be an Arsenal player. Hi, Reno. I was just talking about Juve. I was talking about how Juventus, there's rumors that Juve are looking at Gabriel Jesus in January. I know with his age, you can't really ask much money, and due to his injury prone, he's kind of injury prone, and more so his age. But if we could get some money for him, I would put that money into the bank for signing someone like Semenyo. I think Semenyo elevates this team and is what we need attacking wise. Big up Yasser. Salam alaikum. Hope you're well. I saw your video on Instagram of expressions trolling you, and you were asking for mod. What do you think of Ben White starting tomorrow? Great question. Someone had asked me this earlier. They said they would start Ben White. I said, I don't have a problem. Give the guy minutes. Same like Ethan Waneri. Give them minutes. Mascara. But I think Arteta would keep the same back four. However, I think the only change would be Timber rested, Timber benched, and Calafiori starting because of the league game. I could be wrong. I did put Timber in my predicted 11, but I don't mind with White and Calafiori starting and then Timber on the bench or not, or like rested. I don't have a problem with that. Jose is saying 15 to 25 mil for Jesus is looking likely. If I had to say 15 to 25, 25 might be a stretch. I'd say 15 to 20. But I think it would make sense to get rid of him in January. We would have Havertz back by then and hopefully not injured again. And then we have Gyokeres. So there's not really any idea where I see him getting game time, even when he comes back from injury, unless we have a crisis in that position. Kepa didn't come to training today. What's happened? I'm not sure what happened with Kepa, why he didn't train. I hope he's not injured, but as like we don't have an issue. We don't have an issue with sorry, we don't have an issue with the like that in terms of squad depth. Anyway, Raya would be the one favorite in goal to play anyway, so I'm not worried about that. Um, I still got the lead in fantasy football. Yeah, that's good. I think you're playing Spidey this week, so good luck. It's tough. January, we need to get an understudy to Rice, a player like uh a Goom. A I don't know who that is. I've never seen him play. Who is that? A Goom. Oh, from Sevilla. I've not seen him play. Lucium Agume. I've not seen him play. I would like someone like Semenyo in January, but January Arsenal don't spend big. You know what I mean? Like no team spends big in January. January is more so like you're saving for summer. Like you don't really spend big in January unless you have a crisis. Well, like I mean, based on previous January windows. Rashid, big up to you. Hope you're well. Jesus' time at Arsenal is and has been for a while now. Yeah, he's too injury prone. I agree 100%, and that's what I'm quite concerned with whether we would be able to get 25 mil for him. We need Ayub Wadi, not Agume. I think Agume is French, right? And Ayub Boyadi, I know Mr. Zhao, you mentioned him a couple of times before that you really like Ayub Boyadi. Guys, who's that guy? That guy from Juventus we've been linked to, Arsenal Wonderkid. I forgot his name now. We've been linked to that this we've been linked to that 35 million kid. I'm trying to remember his name, but that's the French wonder kid we were trying to sign. I'm trying to remember his name now, but the Yildiz. I think Yildiz, right? I think that's the guy we were linked to. Keening Yildiz. That's the one I was talking about. He looks really good, but I just think it's paper talk. I don't think nothing would transpire of it. It's a lot of like newspaper just for clicks. I think. I don't think it's something that's reliable. You knew right away that I was talking about Yildiz, Mr. Zhao. Can't wait to see our King Kai. Yeah, it'll be awesome to have Kai Havertz back, especially since you can rotate with Gyokeres and Havertz, or even play two up front if we want to try that. I don't think Arteta would change a system like that though. Or do you think Arteta would try Havertz back in midfield and play Gyokeres up front? He did try to do that when we had Jesus, but then Jesus got injured and we had to play. That's when we played Havertz up front as a result. Yildiz, he's special. I can't lie. Yeah, that guy's a baller. He looks really good. But I don't know if we're gonna sign him. If I'm being honest, right now it's just paper talk and from Juve. How about Semenyo? That's the guy I want us to sign in January. Um, and I think he would be the missing piece into this Arsenal attack wise. Lacien Mignon Pave. Yeah, someone else mentioned that too. It'll be interesting to see what we do in January. I think in January we might see more outgoings. I don't know if you guys been following the Loney Watch on Arsenal's loan watch, but Fabio Vieira has been getting red cards on loan as well. I'm not sure what's happened with that. Like, I don't think he'll, when he's done his loan spell, I don't think he'll have a future at Arsenal, if I'm being honest with you. I just think like with the team that we're building now, I don't think he really fits into the team. Unless like I also think like game time is quite questionable at the moment, and the loan spell could help him, but I think eventually we would sell him. Lacine Magnan Pave, he's a 15-year-old French wonderkid. Yeah, we should go for Semenyo in January, Yildiz in the summer, get rid of Trossard and Martinelli. I don't want to sell Martinelli. Everyone's saying to sell Martinelli. Mr. Zhao, I'm not calling you out or anything. Did you also suggest that like the summer that just finished? Because a lot of people were saying sell Martinelli, and now look, you're seeing Martinelli and Trossard, the ones we're depending for sometimes in games, like the game changers. I mean, these are game changers we need in a squad, and some of our fans are calling for their heads to get out of this team. I really don't get it. Like, I know Martinelli is frustrating at times to watch, but I think that happens with any attacker we've had in this team. Like even Saka, sometimes he's been off his game, and you see that, you know that. Like, yeah, he can be your favorite player, but you got to call a spade a spade. And I don't know, like so many people called for Martinelli's head this summer window, and they're the same people cheering him on now that he's making a difference, an impact off the bench or starting now. Um, like I would keep them and add to that, add more power into the team. Martinelli's quite young. Maybe sure you can sell him, but you can sell him and get better. If you're gonna sell him and get better, then do it for an upgrade, not for a loss. Arsenal, whenever we sell, most of the time we're letting players go in the past for a free, or like we let them run down their contracts and then we struggle. The one thing like positive, the main thing positive about Andrea Berta, I want to say is we're tying down people's contracts. Gabriel Saliba, Max Dowman, professional contract. Um, we're tying down players' contracts before they run out, before they end up in that final year where they have more player power to negotiate and stuff like that. That's I'm really glad with that with Andrea Berta. Like I'm happy with what he's done so far, and I have to hold my hands up. I wasn't so convinced when we first signed Andrea Berta. I wanted someone like um Luis Campos. I wanted someone experienced like Luis Campos. I didn't really know and like how it worked out or didn't work out with Simeone and Andrea Berta. But Berta, Arsenal so far, you got to give him credit when and where it's due, which is what I'm doing now. I'm really glad that he's done the due diligence to tie down important and key players in the team's contracts down this summer window, alongside getting us the positions we needed. And we were desperately crying out for a striker, an actual striker. And again, it sucks that Gyokeres is injured because he was just starting to get used to the team and to gel into the team. And this is upsetting. But it is what it is. Hopefully, it's not a serious injury, and we'll see him for the game on the weekend against Sunderland. Of course, Granit Xhaka, he scored today in the Everton game, Sunderland-Everton. Xhaka mentioned after the game today that it's going to be emotional for him. He's had 7 amazing years at the Arsenal, and he still has contact with many players and the coaching staff. To play against Arsenal in Sunderland is very special. That's gonna be a good game. Hi, Luca. I did send you the link earlier, but I don't know why you didn't join. I'm guessing you're not allowed to go live, or it's too late. But it's all right. You did ask me if you want to join. And then I don't know if you guys saw the news earlier today, but Oxlade Chamberlain, sorry, not Oxlade Chamberlain, Kieran Gibbs is, I think it's Oxlade Chamberlain, right? Like they're training back with. I always mess up the two. That's an ongoing meme if you guys don't know. But he's training back with Arsenal, which is shocking because I don't know why he didn't go back to. Yeah, it's Chamberlain. Chamberlain training back with Arsenal because he's a free agent. And Arsenal doing what they do best, being a classy club and letting him train after his contract was terminated with Besiktas. There's a running joke of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Kieran Gibbs. People always call them, mix their names up. If you guys didn't know that. But he's basically Arsenal have allowed him to train to keep his fitness as he assesses his options and hopefully gets a future club. I don't know why Liverpool or Southampton didn't offer that, but Arsenal, being the classy club that they are, they offered him the opportunity to train with us. So welcome back, Ox, Ninja Turtle. Mr. Zhao, he isn't leaving my club. He is our owner, Michael Edwards. Yeah, Michael Edwards is awesome. All right, you asked me for the link, though. You shouldn't have asked if you couldn't join, in my opinion. But no problem. The ref sent the wrong player off. Yeah, that's the story. But, hey, we have Kieran Gibbs / Ninja Turtle back at Arsenal. Some people were, like, crying about that on Twitter today. I guess, like, upset because the way he left Arsenal and with Arsene Wenger, the situation, how when he left us, like, it's kind of a sad story, but I still like him. I still respect him. And I know Arsenal do this for players when they're out of their contract. We've done it before, and I think we'll continue to do so, as you see now. I don't think there's anything too much to look into it, but I get it from a fan point of view. The way he left Arsenal at the time wasn't necessarily the greatest. But that's all from me today. Tomorrow's the game. I'll do a match review pre-recorded. I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow. I might do it Wednesday. I'll let you guys. I'll probably post it the day after. I don't know if I'll do a live stream or a pre-recorded, but I think I'll do a review after the game. Whether maybe tomorrow or I'll do it Wednesday. If I can do it tomorrow, then I'll upload it tomorrow. But hopefully, I'll be able to do the game this weekend, Sunderland game. I might do it on Moss's channel if he's going live. Shout out to Moss Sports World. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in during the entire stream. Really appreciate it. Thanks to Tyrell for joining me earlier. Thanks to all of yous in the chat from the start of the stream until now. Thanks for still joining me. It's been 3 months since I last went live, so it's been quite a while. Life has been lifing, and really appreciate everyone sharing your thoughts on the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners, let's get this win tomorrow. I'll go live tomorrow. I'm off. Really? I haven't seen you on a stream in a while, Jose. It's awesome having you on an Arsenal show, Jose. You never sugarcoat things, and it's always nice to hear your thoughts on the game. Mr. Zhao, thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. I was going to do a community post instead of going live, but I thought it's more personable for me to go live than do a community post. But work has definitely been busy and life has been lifing. So I didn't really go live these days, as you guys know. I'm still here. I'm still active. I'm still following the Arsenal. But all my socials are Miss Melina if you do want to hit me up on there. Talk all things Arsenal, all things sports, NFL, hockey, and MLB now that the season's over. NBA is on as well. I'm going to go see Giannis live tomorrow as the Raptors play the Milwaukee Bucks at the Scotiabank Arena. I'm excited to see him live for the first time. One of my favorite basketball players after Kobe Bryant and Steph Curry. I'm looking forward to that. Hope you guys enjoy the game tomorrow. And I hope we get an Arsenal win tomorrow. No more further casualties and injuries. Just get the win, get out of there comfortably. Giannis, the last game, he did the mass celebration of Viktor Gyokeres, which was nice. He is an Arsenal fan, and he's a baller. It's just a shame the Raptors, my local team, are not really doing well defensively, and we don't have the money to sign him. Even if we trade Scotty Barnes, I still don't think he would pick us. It's crazy how the Knicks fumbled the Giannis deal. But thanks, everyone, for joining. I hope you all have a good rest of your evening or night. Thanks to everyone from the UK who's up late. Enjoy the game tomorrow, 5:30 or 5:45 kickoff UK time, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Slavia, Prague, Arsenal. It's on the zone for us in North America. Good luck to the Arsenal tomorrow. Hopefully we get the 3 points. I'm going 3-1. I think they'll get a penalty, but hopefully we keep a clean sheet. Will be nice. And enjoy the rest of your day, evening. Thanks, Jordan, for joining. Jordan's in Jamaica. They went through a hurricane called Hurricane Melissa. You guys probably seen it on the news. That's why he hasn't been uploading content. He hasn't had power for a couple of days. It's almost a week now, to be honest. But if you guys want to check out Jordan's channel, he does a lot of Liverpool content. But nowadays, he's been opening up to do more Premier League content, including Arsenal. So his channel is True Copite Reds. Big up to Jordan. He puts a lot of effort into his channel. And surprisingly, he's not as biased when it comes to Arsenal. He puts his Liverpool rose-tinted glasses aside when he talks Arsenal, with us at least. And it's nice to have that banter back and forth about Arne Slot. And I guess the slot machine getting jammed the last 4 games that they lost. But looks like Liverpool won at Anfield on the weekend. Expected win, to be honest, but let's see how they do. And as Tyrell said, it's kind of still early in the season. Let's see how Arsenal do halfway into the season. But I'm looking ahead, and I'm quite optimistic. But one game at a time, definitely. I'm seeing improvements from last season and the season before that, especially with the squad that we have now, which is nice. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Please do check out GWTT. Don't waste a tweet. Gary's about to go live. It is another football, and he is another Arsenal fan. So if you do want something else to watch, Gary's just about to start his show. So please do like and subscribe over there as well. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks to all my moderators. Thanks to Tyrell Gunner for joining me. Tyrell's channel is Tyrell Gunner TV. I did link it in the comments. This guy does regular Arsenal content, and by regular I mean regular. That's Gary right there. Hi, Gary. Thanks, Jose. He just linked his show. Gary's about to go live any moment now for his weekly show. Don't waste the trip, Gary. I'll be in the chat shortly. But guys, if you do want something to watch and on chill out on a Monday night, Gary's show is pretty chill, and everything football, covers the week games and also talks about the Arsenal. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all in the next one. Adios. Bye, everyone.